Hello, my name is Ali and I'm an emergency doctor in Gaza. I don't know if I will survive to share this, but if I do, these are the things the world needs to hear. Today they heavily bombed the Arabian Gazan hospital in Khan Yunis, and I'm here at the Al-Aqsa Martyrs Hospital, anxious as hell that we might be next. Well, I feel ashamed to admit that I'm anxious, because I'm here while my colleagues are still there. Today I heard some powerful stories that must be told. This morning I met and treated 8 men who had just been released from Israeli detention after 6 months. They were not prisoners, they were survivors of torture, neglect and psychological torment. As I listened to them speak, I realized their wounds go far beyond what medicine can reach. This is what they told me. The first man I approached laughed hysterically, while I gently introduced myself as a doctor and told him I was there to help. He laughed and he said, doctors there were just another part of the torture. He said he couldn't believe he was finally meeting a doctor who wanted to heal, not to harm. The second man broke down in tears when he found out that his family was still alive. He looked me in the eye and said, if you are ever taken by the IDF, kill yourself before they do it. He said they tortured the doctors worse than anyone, and he said that he saw one doctor tortured to death. The third man showed me a wound in his foot that had gone untreated for over a month. He had been forced to walk and sleep with it in that state. The fourth man didn't know his own name. I was asking him about his name and he was just confused and he remained silent. When I asked him about when he was detained, he replied 6 years ago. It's only been 6 months. His mental status was severely deteriorated. The fifth man was consumed by his anxiety, just as I am now, or maybe much more. As I was examining him, he didn't believe that he's still alive, or that he could actually be healthy again. The sixth man, an elderly, he told me that he suffered shrapnel injuries before his detention, and he believed that the fragments were still moving inside his body. He feared that they would one day kill him. He said to me that one of the shrapnels might just move. So of course I had to reassure him. The seventh man had a known history of high blood pressure. He was denied all medication during detention. His constant headaches, of course, were ignored and never managed. And he said to me, when he tried to complain, he said that they punished him more severely and more violently than the others. The last one barely acknowledged his own suffering. All he cared about were the others still being held, and he said they are dying slowly, and that we must save them all before it's too late. So this is just the beginning of the healing, and I just fear the scars, especially the psychological ones, will take much longer to treat than we can imagine. They are free now. They might be free now. What they carry inside them may be the heaviest burden of all. I can't stop thinking about the ones who are still detained in the torture prisons and the prisons of rape. I'm just recording this video to see if the world would take an action, anything, to try to save them, try to save us, or just stay silent and just take a step back and look away and never do anything, like they are living in another world or something. Yeah, salam.